Nick Bolton had an impressive rookie campaign to start off his career with the Kansas City Chiefs, but new tasks are at hand as he is going to become one of the leaders of this new look defense. And let's see what kind of challenges and kind of successions he can take into becoming one of those NFL elite linebackers. But before we do dive into that, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video, as I will keep you up on anything Kansas City Chief related that you do not want to miss out on throughout the season. And without further ado, let's discuss Nick Bolton a little bit. Nick Bolton is kind of a funny topic to talk about for the Kansas City Chiefs, because if you were to rewind last year going into last April when he was selected in the second round by the Chiefs, a lot of Chiefs Kingdom wasn't really happy with the draft selection. I was, because I thought you got Willie Gay already, you're building this linebacking core now, we're bringing in Nick Bolton, and then you fast forward now and you get a Leo Chanel. It's a very scary group that can be a potentially elite group in the future, but that's not how it was all pictured out for Chiefs Kingdom right away. Everyone had big question marks with him, whether he would be not that great in coverage, whether he'd be a slower linebacker, whether he might not fit in Spag's system. You name it, Chiefs Kingdom hashed it out towards his way. And then coming into the training camp, preseason and regular season, later into the regular season, because he didn't start right away, and honestly he didn't even get that many snaps right away. But when he did, he made the most of it, and he proved a lot of doubters wrong to where they wanted to see him more on the field, which he did too, which also brought up a big question mark why he wasn't seeing the field so quickly. Kind of like how I mentioned with Juan Thornhill. Why wasn't Nick Bolton seeing the field right away when the defense was struggling immensely? And like that young talent, that speed talent, whether you might not think he's the fastest linebacker, when he's on the field, he was a difference maker. Even in that Denver Bronco game when it was a nail-biting game with the Broncos, and he had the game pivotal turning point touchdown that changed it all. He looked pretty fast there. Again though, the only one chasing him down was Drew Lock, so that's not much to be said either. But diving into 2023, new implications are at hand now for Nick Bolton, where he's going to have to take over and be the new leader of the defense. It was already a big task when Anthony Hitchens leaving. Again, a lot of Chiefs Kingdoms have their view on Anthony Hitchens, but he solidified that linebacking core, and now it's a new age in KC. It's Nick Bolton leading the way for Willie Gays, Leo Chanel's, you name it. He's going to be your leader. But then more changes too, because now with the Honey Badger gone, you need that new voice on the defense. Yes, you still got a Chris Jones who will speak up, but you need that one like in the back half to talk to the linebackers in the secondary too. And Nick Bolton's going to have to be that voice, I'm going to view too. And he's playing a new position, which he is loving in camp. It's going to be interesting to see. I think it's a task he's willing to take. Also too, PFF has him ranked as the 15th ranked linebacker headed into 2023. I think that can change so much too, because it all depends, honestly. Can he make like a big leap from his rookie year, which his rookie year was great, it surprised a lot of people? Can he get into that top 10 conversation, maybe even top 5? I know that's a lot to ask, but he's shown the potential on the field. Or can he be like some players too, where they have their sophomore slump? So be it. We don't know what happens. Maybe the game catches up to them, maybe tape catches up to them. Again, you don't know what happens, but a sophomore slump can happen. I don't know. I see Nick Bolton running and being a leader on this defense, an elite leader on this defense, kind of like the Derek Johnson days too. It's like those weren't so far away. Now he gets to play that role too, and also too, I'm excited to see him play that role. He's wearing the Honey Badgers number in 32. I think it will look great in the linebacking position, but also too, he's the new quarterback of the defense. Like I mentioned, it's something they need. It's something he can take over, and it's also going to be fun to see him play a full 17 games this year, because something we didn't get to see him last year play, which is kind of unfortunate seeing later in the year from early November and December, and taking over and being a great linebacker his rookie year, what that could have implicated in September and October. We get to see a full year now of him being a leader. And just think of it, like, even though he didn't play a full year last year, he had 70 solo tackles, over 100 total tackles combined. We mentioned the forced fumble that he took to the house in Denver. And you get a full offseason now where you don't got to worry about the draft day drama, worry about learning a new playbook, getting used to the team and everything like that. This is your time to shine, and I think he's going to take a big leap. Now, I'm not going to say you can rank him with the Darius Leonards, the Micah Parsons, the Fred Warners, and things like that, but he might get close. You never know. I think the potential is there definitely for him to be a top 10 linebacker, but this is where I'm going to cut the video out, and I'm going to ask you, Chiefs Kingdom, how do you feel Nick Bolton will do being the new leader of this defense? Can he jump into the top 10? Maybe even top 5. It's going to be interesting to see how he takes over, but I definitely think he'll take over for the best and turn this defense around. With that, I'm going to close out this video. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video. It does help me out oh so greatly as well too. Let me know in the comments down below. How are you viewing Nick Bolton? I think he could be one of the next all-time great KC defenders, but let's talk about it down below. With that, I am checking out. Y'all take care.